Schubert, Carducci Woman and Fabiani are just three of the lines that were showcased at Audi Joburg Fashion Week at the weekend. But the real star of that Friday night show was designer David Tlale, who blew people away with his collection. Held off-site at the Circa Gallery in Rosebank, the show was also by invite only. Tlale, who showcased in both the Paris and New York Fashion Weeks recently, says it was time to do something different and unique, one that would get the industry talking.
It's just wanting to do something very different from what we've always done as a brand, and to really sort of move on, because I mean, after showcasing in Paris, in New York, we really gotta move on, we really gotta grow, we really gotta step up our game, because more people are now considering us as international brand. So there's a lot of pressure from our side, on our side. But at the end of the day, it's like really time to grow. Our inspiration was basically fantastical architecture, not just because of building, but also the whole process of putting up an architect building, like from building down the concrete and the foundation, and textures. I mean, the steel and the steel structure, you know, all the raw materials. If you look at our fabrics, they are very textured, very rough and type of thing. So it's like really playing around with the whole concept of building, and you would see like the hair and makeup as like construction happening on the face. So there's a lot of things that were happening.
Whilst browsing around the gallery, looking at the intricate details of Tlale's designs and constructions, the invited guests looked amazed by what Tlale and his team had created.
He just made a signature. There is nothing, I have never seen anything like this.
How was the show?
It was very good.
It was so unique, no?
It was.
It's inspirational for our art, that's for sure.
Definitely, and I've never in my life seen a fashion show like this.
Absolutely unique, and what South Africa definitely needs more of.
You know, I think over the 4 years, Audi Joburg Fashion Week has really grown. The designers have worked very hard in terms of the quality of their productions, and there's just been creativity that's come out, and I mean, look what David has done today. Absolutely beautiful collections, and we've seen it over the last 3 years at Audi Joburg Fashion Week.
I guess one thing that he did is answer my question. I always wonder what would fashion be like in the next 10, 15 years, and he probably gave me exactly what my question, he gave me the answer to that question, because his collection was very futuristic. We as fashion editors for magazines, we're always looking for something new, a different angle, and when I walked in, I stood there for a while, and I'm thinking, where am I? You know, is this the future? Am I actually, is it 10 years ago? Is it 10 years after? You know, so he actually answered that question for me, and for that, I think he was absolutely brilliant. Look at him, he's absolutely amazing.
It felt like I was looking through a magazine from Milan or Paris or New York, you know what I mean? And that was amazing for me. That was amazing. It's almost like we're not following trends, but setting trends. That's what it was, almost. So, and I think that's what South Africa has been missing for a long time. So, David, love you, buddy. Well done.